pour into the next generation before it's too late. Why sharing your information and expertise is the only way it makes a difference. Welcome to day 188 of our Supersize You annual challenge. Today we're talking about an all this month contribution, that area of the life framework, the 9-part life framework I share all the time. We're focusing on one area each month. And this month is all about contribution. And today our topic is mentoring somebody else, meaning share your wisdom, share your knowledge, pass it on, right? I love this because it reminds me of one of my late father's sayings. He always said, hugs aren't any good if you keep them. And I think the same is true of our experiences, our knowledge, our wisdom, our life lessons learned. The good, the bad, the ugly. We ought to be sharing it every single day with somebody that can benefit from it. Not to just throw it out into the world and spit up on everybody, but to actually do it with the intention of helping another person. We all have literally millions of stories and millions of experiences that we could help by sharing with somebody else, somebody that needs to hear that lesson or that wisdom or that piece of advice or that encouragement today. And guess what? It doesn't cost us everything. It doesn't cost us anything to mentor someone else. It doesn't cost us anything to be kind. It doesn't cost us anything to do the right thing and help other people out, right? So today our action item is of course going to be find somebody to mentor. So how do you find somebody? Look around. I guarantee that there is somebody that looks up to you or looks to you for counsel or advice. Otherwise, you wouldn't be online listening to me, I don't think. Mentoring multiplies our impact. I learned this really early on in my corporate career, as well as in my personal life, but especially in my corporate career. First company I worked for out of college, I started a women's management group. There was a men's group, but there wasn't a women's group. So I started talking to people and saying, well, how come we women don't have a group? There's a whole lot of us here. We were women engineers, we were women leaders, women managers, and one of the biggest corporations on the planet. Now, keep in mind, this was in 1995 or 1991. Trying to think when I graduated from college. It's been a long time. I forget. All right. So how do we go about doing this? Why do we care? And what are some key points about this that I want to make? Number one, you don't have to be an official titled leader or a CEO before you mentor, share information, share lessons learned, and can really positively impact someone else's life. Like I said, I started doing it before in college. I started mentoring and helping other people in team settings and in classes that we had that were super duper hard. I don't know if you've ever gotten an engineering degree, but some of the math alone can make you go a little woo-woo. So we had my third year in college, we started to form study groups. And I was so glad because we were into topics that were advanced and challenging for my brain to focus on. So you don't need to be a CEO. You don't need to be anything. You just need to care about another person. You need to be willing to listen to them, figure out what it is that they need. And then if you can help, you help. If you can't, maybe you're just a resource or a bridge to the person that can be the one that helps them out in whatever area they want help with right now. Best mentors aren't perfect. We're just human. I like to think I'm a good mentor. We're honest. We're available. We're truly concerned about the person that we're trying to help. If you don't care about the person, don't offer to help them because that will show through. Our energy, believe it or not, always shows through whether we think it does or not. So your intent also always shows through if people are wise enough to look for it. Sometimes they're not. Let's be honest, a lot of us have blinders and we just don't see what's right in front of our face. I've done that many times. Those are some of my best lessons learned. Worst experiences, yet the most powerful lessons learned from them. So what are we going to do today? We're going to find someone to mentor, listen to, just decide that we're going to help one person today and help them today. And then if you choose to continue that because it's a great relationship, then do it. Once a month is all it takes to meet with somebody. An hour once a month can change someone's life and the trajectory of their career, the whole direction of their life. I challenge you to try that today. Share in the comments below if you've ever had a mentor, if you've ever been a mentor, and anything else you'd like to comment on this topic, because I think it's a fascinating topic. Again, remember, we get out of the world what we put into it. So if you're looking for somebody to help you up on your journey, one of the best, fastest, easiest ways to attract that into your life is by demonstrating it and doing it for someone else. All right, love to know your take on this topic. Go out, make it an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.